美方一些人不断渲染各种版本。
Some people in the U.S. has been hyping up and rehashing various versions of the so-called China nuclear threat, all of which are full of speculation and prejudice. The objective is nothing but to gain a larger share in the Congress budget with the sensational claim. Their ultimate goal is to maintain and beef up the U.S. own nuclear capability. The official you mentioned again called for the deployment of low-yield nuclear weapons by the U.S. after playing up the so-called nuclear threat by China and Russia. His real motive to tout military expansion is laid bare. As is known to all, the United States is the top threat to nuclear risks. With the world's largest and most advanced nuclear arsenal, the U.S. is still investing trillions of dollars to upgrade its nuclear triad, developing low-yield nuclear weapons and lowering the threshold for using nuclear weapons. Besides, the U.S. withdrew from legal documents in arms control, including the Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty and the INF Treaty. It refuses to ratify the CTBT, continues to deploy global anti-missile systems, and seek to deploy land-based intermediate ballistic missiles in Europe and Asia-Pacific. The U.S. advances to build a small clique heavily tinged with Cold War mentality by selling nuclear submarines and strengthening the U.S. nuclear umbrella. Not long ago, the U.S. sent negative signals about the nuclear posture review by refusing to give up the nuclear deterrence policy based on the first use of nuclear weapons. China follows a self-defensive nuclear strategy and keeps its nuclear forces at the minimum level required to safeguard national security. We stay committed to no first use of nuclear weapons at any time and under any circumstances. We undertake unequivocally and unconditionally not to use or threat to use nuclear weapons against non-nuclear weapon states or nuclear weapon-free zones. This policy remains clear, and China opposes any form of China nuclear threat theory. U.S. officials should stop the trick of thief calling, stop the thief, and shifting the blame onto others. It should earnestly assume its special and primary responsibilities toward nuclear disarmament, continue to further reduce substantively its nuclear arsenal in a verifiable, irreversible, and legally binding manner, and take the same nuclear policy with China to make due contribution to reducing nuclear threats and promoting nuclear disarmament.